Hello everybody, today we're going to check out Hang On the Sega Master System. Alright, let's get things started here. Alright guys, for those of you who have not seen Hang On before, this is a very famous beat the clock racer on the Sega Master System. It's an absolutely wonderful game. Came out probably a year before Outrun. You guys probably remember the sit-down cabinet for Outrun in the arcades. That was probably the more famous beat the clock racing game, but don't overlook Hang On. This one is incredibly underrated. We're not doing the arcade version today. We are doing the Sega Master System version, and it's a very good port. However, the original, for some reason, didn't have a soundtrack. But there is a hidden track featured within the game, and thanks to the modern internet, we actually found it, and we've acquired it, and so now we've actually got some music to play for you in the background while you enjoy the experience. So like I said, this is a beat the clock racer. Your goal is quite simple. Hit all the checkpoints. Under the time limit, there's 5 checkpoints in total to beat the course. And if you're lucky enough to beat the course, you'll be able to do the loop again on a harder difficulty. And essentially what you're doing here is surviving for as long as you can in order to get a high score. And then what makes this game addictive is you can keep going back and attempting to beat your high scores in the future. So very quick pick up and play. You know, a play session of this game probably won't last much longer than 10 minutes at the absolute most, but you know, you've got reason to go back and just having that one more turn kind of feel. And that's what's good about games like Hang On here. It's a very simple beat the clock racer, not only in gameplay but in design as well. And sometimes, guys, less is more. This game is from about 1985, and it definitely has the fun factor. I think Sega was certainly the king of the arcades at this point in time. Now, this came on the Master System as well. On the Master System 1, it was on one of those little slides. There was a little slide slot on the original Master System. Later on, this came out on cartridge, I'm pretty sure, so you could play this on the more compact Sega Master System 2. And believe it or not, at one point, I wish I still had it, I had an original Sega Master System 1 model that had this game built in. Normally on the Sega Master System 1, you get the snail game built in, very famous snail game on the original Master System. But no, I actually had a Master System that had this built in too. Wish I kept it for collector's purposes still. It seems like we're doing pretty good here, almost beat the third loop. And yeah. The arcade music in the original had a banging soundtrack. It also had one of those bikes that you could sit on and, you know, turn left or right while you're playing the game on an actual bike. I think one of the first of its kind. I know a lot of Hang On copycats came out. And some of them were pretty good afterwards, like Suzuka 8 Hours and stuff. But nothing will beat the original. There was also a really good game called Hang On Junior, which was kind of more like this home port. But I digress. We're here to talk about the Sega Master System version today. I'm just saying I have a lot of history with this game. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, if you're a Master System collector or you like retro Sega games, definitely don't overlook this one. It's a fun, casual game to play, and one you should play if you've only got a few minutes to kill. Let's see how we go on this first loop. Probably just play one loop today. So lucky I found this hidden soundtrack. It bewilders me that the soundtrack was a hidden feature in this game. The title screen plays a few seconds, but then that's the last you hear of it. The arcade version of this, as I said, banging soundtrack. So it's good that I'm able to provide that for you guys today. There we go. I like it too. I like the aesthetic of this game. You sort of start, it's like it almost has the illusion of a 24-hour race. So you start from the morning the previous day, and then you go into the afternoon, into the evening, and now we have the sunrise here, it seems. It's a really nice touch. They're very difficult game. I think this is probably going to be one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make, actually, guys, because talking and racing at the same time, I mean, yeah, it's probably going to make me think twice about what I ever do behind the back of a motor vehicle, that's for freaking sure. But here we go, it looks like we've hit our checkpoint here. But thanks for watching, guys. That was Hang On on the Master System. A little bit of a trip down memory lane. Highly recommend you try this game. We'll see you on another video.